my friends, welcome back to my channel. So today we start on a new chapter called chord variety. Chord variety simply means the different types of chords, the different colors, the different chords and how they're used and what they do. So what I love to think about when I get to this chapter is I love to go a bit to the kitchen and look at, let's say, a chef trying to prepare a meal. Let's say trying to prepare beef or chicken soup or something like that. And all the different ingredients that they have to use, the onions, the tomatoes, the garlic, and all the different things, the cooking oil, water, and all those things that eventually create something that you taste and you're like, wow. So that meal that the chef prepares is a song or the chord progression that you come up with as a musician, as a composer, as a writer, as a singer, as a producer. So that you come up with has lots of things in it. A song and a normal song has major chords, it has minor chords, it has sus chords, it has add chords, it has many things. It has 7 chords. It has so many things, and that is what makes a song. That's what makes a song sound as nice as you hear it. As makers, as producers, as composers, as writers of music, as musicians, it's our mandate. It's our mandate. We must know all these things. It's not for the layman to know, but for you as a guitarist, as a pianist, any instrument that you're playing, you must know some of these things. So in this chapter, we're going to look at things like sus 4 chords, sus 2 chords, add 9 chords, slash chords. We shall look at techniques like arpeggiating chords. We shall look at chord noodling. What do those terms mean? We shall look at 2-finger chords, 3-note chords, and all those things, and the different things that we need to spice up our playing and become great. So today we're going to look at sus chords. We're going to look at the sus 4 chords and the sus 2 chords. And of course, I'll be giving you tips. I'll be giving you some examples of the songs that you can listen to. I'll be putting them in the description. So do remember to keep listening to good music, like I said before in a previous lesson, that the music we listen to shapes the musicians will become. Keep listening to junk. If you keep listening to rubbish, you will play rubbish. So be sure to take in good music, listen to good music, not necessarily to that you have to play that very music, but the music you listen to will inspire you as you write, as you compose, as you choose songs to perform on certain, either a concert or a church or anywhere. And the people that listen to the music that you play will notice that there's something different and unique about you. So you want to do that. So always check out the recommended listenings and try to listen to them. Let them shape you and make you a great musician. Because like the Bible says, there's nothing new under the sun. All the things that you want to do, all the things that you have done, all the things that you ever do have been done before. You're just redoing them. Generations just keep changing, but things are the same. Things have been done. These chords have been played by other people. Other people have, been better than us. They have done so many things. So we need to emulate. We need to listen to them and use them as an example to become, if you want to be as great. So let's dive in. So we are going to start with sus 4 chords. What is a sus chord, for instance? So a sus chord is, the word sus is an abbreviation for the word suspended. It can be a suspended 4, a suspended 2. So those are the terms that we use here in music. We have 2 suspended chords, sus 2, sus 4. And the word suspended, of course, means to keep away something for some time, then probably you can bring it back onward. Like, can be suspended in this case from the band. because here you have in this something. But when we use suspended chords in this case, it's for the good. We have to do it such that we introduce something beautiful for a while, and then not that this other one is not beautiful, just to bring in some color. Yeah. So when it's hot, you have to take off the sweater. Not because it's not that you're removing it because the sweater is no longer useful. No, it's just that now it's hot. So that's what we do in music. Now that we need to add some color, or it's getting a bit monotonous, and we need to add some so we want to bring in some color and variety and all those things. So we're going to start with the C chord, our famous C chord. So our famous C chord, we have the root, the fifth, right? We have the root, the third, and the fifth, and of course the other notes. So when we suspend the C chord, we suspend the note called the third, the interval third, 1, 2, 3. So we replace it with the fourth to have a suspended C chord. So we have that. But of course, if you play the whole chord, it will. And you can hear it sounds different from the normal C chord. So you can hear it creates that tension, which is then released when you bring back the third. So now that is the C sus, the sus4. And the sus chord is neither major nor minor, so it literally has no ground. It is like on neither side, but it can resolve both to the major chord or to the minor chord, like we shall look at in a while. These chords have a lot of tension. They cause restlessness. If you want to create more tension and color, try the sus4 chord. Another chord that we can look at is the G sus4. So I'm using these two fingers here on G and here on this G, double the notes, and then this finger here on the C note to introduce the suspended. Because in the G chord here, if I just play this G note as a root, or if I just play this is the third. So I suspend it from here, like that. So I 4, then I release, tension, release. So a normal G chord, or if you want, but this is a bit more, it has a lot of tension on this finger, so this is much better for this case. So like that, this one is just somewhere, just waiting its turn, but these are the two fingers and this one holding the chord. Yeah. So of course we don't play this one because now this one is also the third, so just mute it. This one can help you, or this finger rests slightly to mute that string so it doesn't ring, because we don't want the A note. It's not part of the chord that we want, so we are going to mute it and remain with the fifth, the root, the fourth, the root. So we have 3 roots, so we have that, and this can resolve to G major or to G minor, like that. You can have also that D sus4. You can resolve to D major, or can resolve to the minor. And of course, I know it may not be familiar to your ear may not be familiar with it, but of course, the more you do it, the more your ear will get used to it. So like that. So that is this sus chord. Another sus chord you can try out is the A sus4. The 4 of the A major scale is D, A, B, C sharp, D. Okay, so O, alright. And of course, when it comes especially to like these shapes are movable. For example, this one, and this is the shape that we move around, the sus. If it comes to B flat, sus4, B, or you can have this, or you can simply just hold that like that. Some of these shapes are movable, especially like this one, the A sus, the A shape. So that's how we play that shape of the sus chord. Because of course sometimes you encounter chord shapes that are backwards and they are sus chords. So I've talked about backwards before. You can check out the lesson backwards. But there, O to the minor, there, right? And then we also have the E sus, the E sus. So the 4 in this case is A. You can see, so the E major scale is E, F sharp, G sharp, A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we take this 4 which is higher. So we have that. So instead of this, the G sharp, we replace it with the 4th, and then it becomes this instead of this. So that you can hear when I release, I resolve. Tension, release. Tension, resolution. Like that. So those are some of the chords. And of course, like I've told you, this shape is also a movable one because it's a bar chord, it's a bar shape. So if I want F sus, I'll do that. G sus4, like that. A, or I can just use a short bar here, small bar. So those are sus. So we have the sus there as a bar chord. We have a bar chord here, which is also suspended. And of course, even here with the D sus4, you can, it's a movable shape still. If you consider this as a D, you realize that you can. But of course, these are risky ones to do, especially if you're starting out. So you can use a couple. We've talked about how to use a couple. The shapes will remain the same, but you'll be able to alter those other shapes easily. So if you're here and the couple is there, you're able to play these shapes and be able to incorporate these suspended chords easily, of course. Okay, so let's try out an exercise that makes use of sus chords. We're going to try out two exercises. One that resolves to the major and another that resolves to the minor. So the first exercise is in the key of A major, and we've looked at the key of A major, said it is indicated by three sharps: F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, right? So the key of A is indicated by three sharps, and that is F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp, a leading note to A. So you're going to have the A sus4 resolving to A, and we're going to play each chord for two beats. 1, 2, then we'll go to the next one. So we'll go from sus4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So sus4 resolve to the chord, the major, to A major, then we go to E sus4. Okay, you can use your plectrum, you can pick it. Yeah, I just prefer to use my fingers. So the last chord is going to be played for 4 beats, and we are going to repeat it. You can repeat it once or twice. So I'll put the chart here, and you see those at the end there are 2 dots. It means repeat the piece. You can repeat it as many times as possible since you're still learning, but normally that means repeat once and then end. So we do the sus 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish. So that is an exercise illustrating how we use suspended chords and resolve them to the major. So in this second exercise, we're going to compare resolving to a major and resolving to a minor. So we're going to compare this. We're going to resolve the sus4 chord to the major, and then we're going to also try another chord, which is D sus4, and we're going to resolve it to the minor, right? Then we shall end with. So let's start. So the rhythm is like this: 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. For the first chord, for the sus chord. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you see that the notations like quarter notes with tiny dots behind the chord, because I'm going to put it here. So you see that quarter note of a chord with those dots behind. It means 1, 2, 1, 2, then the 8th note coming after, which is 1, 2, and. So 1, 2 is the quarter note and the dot, and then the and is the 8th note. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. So the rest are straight quarter notes. 1, 1, 2, and 3, 4. So you sustain the chord 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the C chord, so the sus chord is like that. Then the resolution is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then even when we go to the D chord, the D sus4 chord, we're going to have 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we shall end with A minor, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we shall repeat, of course, and that gives the feel of a minor chord progression. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, start. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finish. So let me repeat that without speaking so you can hear it clearly without interruption from my voice. So So remember to count the beats so you don't get confused, because these rhythms can be a little challenging, but don't worry, with practice you'll get them. So that is it about SAS4 chords, and of course I can't leave you with without recommending some listenings. Of course I'll put them in the description, but I can also mention them here. Some examples are Here Comes the Sun by the Beatles. You can listen to that. It's in the key of D, and it has the D sus4 chord, which is the main part played by the guitar. Of course, you have to really listen to the song several times for you to be able to, get that properly. Other examples are Crazy Little Things, Crazy Little Thing Called Love by the Queens. Then there's She's Always a Woman to Me by Billy Joel. And then other examples are After the Sun Has Gone. So you can listen to some of those, and then you'll be able to get the feel of the sus4 chord and how it sounds. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next lesson.